Stephen House and Full-Time Devils, we are not in the cafe this morning because they're still cleaning up after the chaos of Manchester United picking 3 points up in the league at home. But I am joined by Dave. We're at a nearby hotel. We've got Dave a brew and we're ready to talk about Manchester United. So this is the full-time review. So let's talk about the match. Not you can come in a minute. Manchester United actually won a game yesterday, which I know is breaking news to a lot of people, and it actually feels good that we managed to win a game against probably our toughest opponent this month, or what's going to be our toughest opponent this month. Tottenham have been in great form recently, only lost once in the league prior to playing Manchester United, and I thought they played their strongest 11, and we stopped them playing. I thought the midfield three of Herrera, Carrick and Pogba did a fantastic job defensively, and I thought we managed to get the ball into our forward three more than they did. We had half a dozen shots from inside the box, they only had one. And I think that tells you the whole thing that you need to know about the game. Yes, they had more possession, but they held their possession in the defence and in the midfield. They didn't get it into Harry Kane. Something else that happened at Old Trafford yesterday was there was boos as Marouane Fellaini was warming up. At the time, I wasn't sure if it was people booing Fellaini or what was happening on the pitch, because the referee was getting quite a lot of boos yesterday, and quite rightly so. The refs have been horrific at Old Trafford this season. Now, I can fully understand people's frustration and wanting to boo Marouane Fellaini. I didn't boo him. I did question why he was warming up, why he's being rewarded with minutes and why he's being rewarded with game time when he was at fault, clearly at fault, for what happened at Everton last weekend. Now, I understand people's frustration with him. I don't really think booing him is the way to do it, but if some fans feel the need that they have to and they want to voice their concerns to the manager and to the team, then that's their prerogative. Let's end on a high though. Let's talk about Henrikh Mkhitaryan. Henrikh Mkhitaryan has lit Old Trafford up. He's played, 4 games for us, and he's been productive in every single one of those since he's come back from his injury, or his layoff, or Mourinho hiding him in the cupboard, or whatever the hell's just happened. I can't wait to see that guy back in a red shirt and back playing football at Old Trafford. He has really changed our season around. The way he picks the ball up and drives at the defence, that is the one thing that we've lacked this season. Everyone likes the easy option. Everyone likes to play passes in and around the box. Mkhitaryan goes, cool, check this out, and runs at people. That's the hard option. That's the gutsy option. I think he's a very brave player, and we've seen with his goal yesterday, when he does commit players, he's got such a good touch and a deceptive amount of pace that he can get in behind the defence, and his goal was absolutely fantastic. If there hadn't been a net there, that would have knocked the space station out of orbit. It was that hard that he levered it. But enough of me waffling on. Let's go to Dave for his 3-point review. Dave!
Firstly, I think we've got to talk about Ander Herrera. First question for Howson. Is he the most underrated player in the Premier League?
I think he's one of, mate, yeah.
I'd say so by other fans. Maybe Manchester United fans are starting to feel that Ander Herrera is really kicking on this season. I want to go back to the big games because that's where he's really performing for me. You look at the game away at Liverpool where Man United grabbed that crucial point. Ander Herrera was an absolute phenom in a defensive sense. 16 tackles in that game, 11 interceptions, absolutely incredible. Then you look at Spurs, Tottenham, a big game, as Howson already mentioned before. They are one of the form teams in the Premier League this season, only been beaten once. Ander Herrera steals the show once again. But it's not just in a defensive sense. Yes, defensively he was brilliant again. 10 tackles in the game, won 60% of those, 4 interceptions. But what I liked about Ander Herrera in this game was his ability to create. Herrera created more chances than any other player on the pitch at Old Trafford against Spurs. And more crucially, the assist for the goal. Brilliant bit of play. What I like about Ander Herrera playing against the big sides is he is the presser. He's the instigator of that press. And he was waiting, nicked the ball, simple through ball to Mkhitaryan, and of course Mkhitaryan does the rest. But I love Ander Herrera against the bigger sides, energetic, pacey, but also aggressive. On to number 2, let's talk about Man United's defensive core. What I mean there is the defensive midfielder and the 2 centre-backs. Of course, it's Michael Carrick. He's played 11 games for Manchester United this season. United have won 9 of those games, picks up 2 draws, 28 goals and only conceded 8 goals. Again, so good and crucial for Man United's victory against Spurs. The likes of Rojo and Jones, yes, they're not the greatest defenders of all time, but with Michael Carrick ahead of them, having that calming influence, being able to play out the press as well was crucial against Spurs. Michael Carrick was the one playing out the press, the other 2 were being a lot more simple with that. An interesting stat that came after the game, Marcus Rojo made 16 clearances against Tottenham Hotspur, only completed 3 passes. So he cleared the ball 13 more times than he completed passes, but that's clever. Spurs' press is one of the best in the Premier League in terms of getting bodies around the ball. United kept it simple. Let's finally talk about the core. Let's talk about Phil Jones. What a performance. He's playing his best football for Manchester United right now. Made 5 interceptions in the game. No player on the pitch managed more. They can continue this form. That pairing could be the one that could push United on to potentially push again for the top 4. And finally, let's talk about the main man. The Armenian, unfortunately out injured now, potentially out for 2 games. Midweek he's going to be missing according to Mourinho, and at the weekend back for the Sunderland game. But again, what House mentioned in terms of his ability to carry the ball, it's absolutely fantastic. And that's something United lack. Again, there's some players in the squad that keep it too simple in that final third. Mkhitaryan he's the guy that sort of instantly injects that pace. It's the turn, it's the ability to get going. Took his goal so well, but the position he took up for that was fantastic. When you're counter-attacking against a possession-based team that spreads their centre-backs, the space that you want to attack is between the full-back and the centre-back. Where was Mkhitaryan to receive that ball? In that area. But also if you look at United's best attacking moves, the Pogba shot inside 2 minutes, Mkhitaryan starts that, picks up the ball, injects the pace, simple ball out wide, Pogba shot on goal. But if Mkhitaryan can continue again, we just need to get him fit again. Hopefully this ankle injury isn't too bad. Well, that's enough of my rubbish. Back to Alson.
Hey, cheers, pal. I like it when it's like this. It's better than doing it through the video where I have to guess what he said. Anyway, that's enough of me and Dave. Let's get some fan views from around the world. It's United on YouTube.
Hello, it's MUFC Insight here for Full Time Devils.
I'm starting, ladies and gentlemen, with a Christmas miracle. Manchester United have 3 points.
Really, really good performance from Manchester United, and especially a really good performance from Mkhitaryan. He played really well once again, getting man of the match once again. And not only he played well, but Marcus Rojo and Phil Jones, unexpected names.
The game itself was pretty evenly matched. Both teams quite tight, really. And the main difference in the game being Henrik Mkhitaryan, who oozed class throughout, getting the winning goal before picking up a bit of a knock and having to be taken off the pitch on a stretcher.
And it really feels like this is his time now. This is it for Henrik, which would be, he's shown his class. He's a class player.
A complete team performance, which we probably dominated and fully deserved.
It's been a long while since we won at home. We've now made a bit of ground up on Liverpool and Manchester City and on Tottenham in the race for the Champions League spots.
Maybe taken, for me, the Europa League a bit too seriously. I'm not going to call it a Mickey Mouse Cup, it's a European competition, but I would have rather him play the side players, people who haven't had games like Memphis, Schneiderlin, Fosu Mensah, all these class players who just haven't had the time this season.
It was good to see us hold out for a 1-0 result because we usually let it slip. So it was good to see that evolution in that performance.
The defence is strange because it's pretty makeshift.
There's no point winning one game, then drawing the next two and then winning a game. It's just not good enough. We have to get some consistency now in our game. Hopefully this big win against a decent Tottenham team can spur us on to get some consistency in the league.
Tottenham didn't have a sniff in the whole game. Mkhitaryan was my man of the match.
I've not panicked or feel like there's such a panic as the media puts out there and some of the fans that I know have felt, because we've been playing well and it's such a difference to last season's football.
And I just hope this continues, because we need this winning mentality. We need this performances to go through for us, because if we can get a run together and keep winning, we can retain a top 4 place. And it's not too far off. There's a lot of games to go, and I still believe Manchester United can get a top 4 this season.
Cheers to those guys who get involved in United on YouTube. If you've got a Manchester United YouTube channel and you'd like to reach some more people, then we'd love to have you. We love hearing from new fans around the world. Hit the description below, send us a video and get on it. Now let's have a look at the social media, and then some amazing wit, as always. It's a 3-word review. Cheers to all those guys who got involved in the 3-word review. Dave, you got a 3-word review?
Finally, 1-0.
I can't believe we're celebrating 1-0. Anyway, thank you for you guys for getting involved. Thanks to everybody who sent us in a video. Thank you to everybody who got involved in social media. And remember, if Manchester United can start putting a run together, then we're going to kill them all. See you later.